Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And now Washington's starting group. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3. And for the Pistons, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Wood, and it's Rose in at the point. Now Beal. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, he's smart at taking what he sees. When you give Beal this look, he jumps all over.
And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Beal's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
And Wall with the slam.
Oh, man, his passing has evolved over the course of Beal's career. I mean, he's a solid distributor. Now we expect him to make those type of plays all game.
Back to Rose. Pistons passing it around. Snell, the pass to Rose. 6 to shoot. Kennard for 3. Bonga pulls it in. 3 on 3. To the left side wing. The 3 ball. Here's Bryant. That one's not going to go. The Pistons go the other way with it. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Look at the muscles of Rose right there. I mean, that's just an outstanding job, accepting the physicality and pummeling his way through.
Here's Beal. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Rose. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
He's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Here's Beal. And Wall kicks to Beal. Over Kennard. Off the left rim and out. For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Inside. Rose passes to Griffin. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Hachimura. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So, that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points. Here's Beal. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Snell, powered down with both hands.
A burst of athleticism. Gets Snell to the rim, and he throws it down.
Pass to Bonga. Down low. Ball against Wood. Here's Bryant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Rose.
And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, G.A., his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right over the top of pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. Wizards have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Smith right side. Out to the right wing. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Mikhailuk. He's covered by Brown. And it's Doumbouya in the corner. Pass to Mikhailuk. To the paint. Here's Maker. Oh, that was something else.
Now, this is what you like seeing. Maker not just laying it up, but powering it down.
Out left to the wing. The three from Bertans. Rebounded by the Pistons. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside, Galloway. Payton with some nice D. Smith in the posts. Shoots over Doumbouya. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And still a close game. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young...
This game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Payton. Travis Bertans out there with Troy Brown. And it's Smith, and it's Mahinmi in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Bertans can't get it to go. The Pistons lead it. Here's McCray, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And the foul on John Henson. That's his first foul. Mo Wagner's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The three from Bertans. And Henson pulls it down. Detroit leading by 4. And let's catch up with our side. Oh! Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Wow.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And that one's good, Wagner.
Looking mobile on the attack. I like when Wagner takes initiative like this and capitalizes.
Here's McCray. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Payton passes to Wagner. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, given Wagner's size and strength, he has the appropriate build to succeed above the rim.
And last year, to create cap space for Anthony Davis, the Lakers traded Wagner to the Wizards. And boy, he showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, he became the first player since Yao Ming to score 30 points and pull down 15 rebounds off the bench. And if you think that was a fluke, why don't you go back and watch the Rising Stars game? He showed he can match up with elite talent.
Now, here's Wagner. He's guarded closely. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. The Pistons working the ball around now. It's Brown on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Christian Woods checked in for Bruce Brown. And a change for the Wizards. Ryan's checked in. And here's Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Doumbouya dishes to Galloway. His three-pointer's off the mark. Wizards trail by 11. Oh, Beal in position. And so Washington again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Detroit. Mahimi's checked in for the Wizards. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Rose. Passes to Wood. He can't hit that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Beal gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Beal's got it back down to within single digits for the Wizards. And it's Rose with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. 26 seconds left in the first half. Off target with the open look.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Pistons leading by 7. And it's Rose penetrating. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Hachimura kicks to Mahimi. The pass to Beal. Here's Bryant. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons ahead by 9 as the quarter. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Their field goal percentage was a rope. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You gotta like what Thon Maker has done in this game.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Kennard is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Wood in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Beal taking his time here. Right block shot. Second shot opportunity. All sorts of time. It's Beal on the wing. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Beal's got 10 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Kennard, the pass to Snell. From down in the low post, it goes. Snell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. It's Beal on the wing. Kennard covering. The open shot by Beal. Nails the wide open jump shot. He's got 12.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
It's stolen by Hachimura. Oh, and here comes Wall all alone. He dishes it to Bryant. That shot missing. Nice D from Griffin.
And what scouts loved about Hachimura, physically, he came in NBA ready.
Oh, yeah. GA 6'8", 230, shows excellent strength. Also, being relatively late to the game, he's really never developed any bad habits. That's why he was able to come in and hit the ground running.
Beal, the pass to Bryant. Beal against Kennard. The shot by Beal, no good.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Wall against Rose. Griffin looking it over. 5 to shoot. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
The work Griffin puts in the weight room pays off again. He takes the contact and muscles it into the bucket.
Shot from the low block. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Beal.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Rose kicks to Griffin. The kick out to Rose. Back to Griffin. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 8 rebounds in this game. Hachimura, the pass to Bonga. Left side, Bryant. Wizards passing it around. Here's Wall. Bryant, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, man, an aggressive player. Bryant makes things happen, putting in the second chance points.
Pass to Rose. Down low. Wood can't hit. Wizards trail by 9. Bonga, the pass to Wall. Hachimura kicks to Wall. Feeds it to Bryant, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And again, Washington no good. To the inside. McCray no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Pistons leading by 9. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Brown, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about they're not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Jumboya gets a wide open look. Henson with it. Now Smith defending to the right side. McCray passes to Mikhailuk. Clock at 4 to stop the drought. The shot is good by McCray. McCray has got 6 points.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The shot by Payton. And Henson pulls it down. Here's McCray.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And so is Detroit, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Taking a look at the Wizards, we've got Davis Bertans. Mahinmi is out there with Mo Wagner. Then it's Troy Brown. And it's Smith in at the point guard position.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yeah, Jay, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Wood, he's checked in for Maker, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Langston Galloway. Wagner with it. Back to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wood with the block. Oh, Griffin in position, and then Griffin with the dunk.
An alley-oop maestro. Griffin is consistent at finishing off any lob thrown his way.
Brown finds Wagner. Smith with it. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Smith. Brown outside. The dish now to Smith. And Griffin sends it back.
Well, it's huge. Whenever Griffin comes up with blocks, I mean, you'd love to see him be more consistent in this area.
And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Brown.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And a playmaker in every sense of the word. Rose is so good at breaking down defenses and creating for others.
Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Smith outside. Three-pointer. Kept alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Wood kicks to Kennard. The kick out to Rose. From deep. Rebound by the Wizards. To the middle. And finished off by Brown.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Rose against Smith. The 19-footer is on the money.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Pass to Mahinmi. It's Beal on the wing. Takes it from 10. Kennard against Brown. Just 5 to shoot. The feed now to Mahinmi. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Mahinmi's got 4 points this quarter.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Kennard, the pass to Rose. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And finished off by Griffin.
An artist in the air. I mean, the elevation, the hang time, the strength of Griffin. It's amazing.
There's Beal with the 3. Passes it to Smith. Back to Bertans. Launches it. Another shot out to Smith. Brown inside. Kennard covering. And foul on the shot. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Okay, David, thanks.
And what you appreciate about Bryant is his hustle. I mean, a former second-round draft pick who continues to make his mark in the league.
Kennard kicks to Rose. "36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. With the putback. Rebound by Mahinmi. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
The pass to Wall. Here's Bonga. Kennard covering. Shoots the three. Bonga, no good. Here's Snell. He kicks to Rose. Lets the three fly. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Detroit with the W. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Up next, the Wizard. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA bet. DA, take it away.
Well, guys,
David, thanks. So the New York starting five. Harkless is out there with Randle. Then it's Barrett. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Payton in at the 5. And for Washington, Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3. Now here's Gibson. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. All with it. Now Payton defending. Wall against Payton. And stolen by Payton. Here's Randle. And Randle throws it down.
Incredibly strong hands of Elfrid Payton. Excels at taking chances on defense and prying the ball away.
And Doris, while he's kind of welcomed the spotlight of playing in New York, off the court, R.J. Barrett more of a homebody.
Right, and I love that because this is a young man who's committed to his craft. All of his energy is on becoming the best NBA player he can possibly be. But Greg, 100% correct. He's got the temperament and maturity to face the pressure of New York.
Now here's Harkless. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Gibson passes to Randle. New York moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. And Gibson kicks to Barrett. Washington with the rebound. And here we go. Washington fast break. Deflects the pass. Harkless with the steal. And now Randle pushing it up. And wow, hammering it in.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
Now there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
Randle passes to Gibson. Barrett kicks to Payton. Pass to Barrett. Dishes it to Gibson. Poke loose. And here we go. Washington fast break. Wall's running.
Well, you've got to credit the defense of Bradley Beal. Breaks it up defensively, gets out in transition. Nice.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Gibson passes to Barrett. Gibson in the post. Defended by Bryant. Out to Payton. Barrett against Beal. 5 on the clock. The shot by Harkless, no good. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Wizards. Beal up top, tries it from 19. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Barrett the pass to Gibson. Payton attacking. 11 feet away. Wall with a block.
Now you see the wingspan and the timing by John Wall. What a defensive effort.
1:49 left in the first. The shot's good from Bryant. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. So New York ends up going with the new group.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Beal. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
That jumper translates to every spot on the floor. Bradley Beal becomes harder and harder to guard.
Out to Smith. Tries again. Back to Brown. Now the pass to Bertens. From deep three-point range. And no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
What you love about Kevin Knox is that size and frame because it allows him to get easy opportunities on the inside.
Brown right side. From outside the arc. Bertans can't get it to go. New York trailing. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Mahinmi kicks to Bertans, shoots over Portis, and the shot is long. Tie game in Washington. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin.
I think the underdog story, started when
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Wayne Ellington. Bobby Portis out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Robinson, and it's Ntilikina in at point. Here's Payton, following the score by New York. Smith inside. Here's Wagner.
Well, what we know about Mo Wagner is that he has consistently grown over the course of his NBA career. This guy has versatility as a scorer. He has tremendous energy that he brings nightly, and he wants to get better. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Ellington the pass to Ntilikina. Now here's Portis. New York moving it around. Here's Bullock. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Payton with some nice D. The Wizards with the lead. On up the court. Brown, good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Bullock. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Payton outside. Pass to Wagner. In the corner, Smith with it. The 3 from Bertans. Ellington grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Knocks it loose. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Pass to Ellington. To the paint. Robinson kicks to Portis. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And a new group in for the Knicks. Julius Randle's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Reese Harkless comes in for Portis. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Ntilikina. Back to Payton. Outside, Wall. Inside, Wagner. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Bradley Beal's checked in for the Wizards. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Knox is checked in. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Knox the pass to Randle. Here's Knox. He's covered by Beal. Kicks to Barrett. Down low. Shot clock at 6. And Randle throws it down.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision. It's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
Pass to Bonga. Here's Wall. Over Payton. Wall's shot is off. Knicks trail by 5. And there's the pass to Knox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on John Wall.
Well, you got to think of Kevin Knox as such a skilled forward, willing to get himself to the foul line.
And New York making a change here. Gibson's checked in, and he makes both free throws. Wizards leading by 3. Wall taking his time here. And stolen by Payton. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
R.J. Barrett wants to get in transition and get a basket before the defense can settle in.
Here's Wall. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Wizards lead by 3.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Randle and the rejection by Mahinmi.
And this is what you like about Jan Mahinmi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer.
Beal against Payton from 6 feet. Bryant gets a wide-open look. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Gibson. Outside, Beal. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Washington out in front, up 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's staying. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
His power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. It's stolen by Randle. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Harkless. Finished off the break. Harkless has got the opening bucket to start the second half for New York.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Beal against Barrett. Outside, Wall. Shoots from 12. The shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
And Washington making a change here. Brown's checked in, and a switcher also for New York. Robinson's checked in. That's good from Harkless. And you know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
Passes it to Robinson. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bonga, the pass to Hachimura. Outside, Wall. That shot is off. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Bonga. Shot clock at 5. Round kicks to Hachimura. 16 feet away. That one, no good.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Wizards trail by 4. Bryant finds Brown. Back to Bryant. Hachimura with it. Wizards passing it around. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Boy, this guy gets up there, doesn't he? Wall with no shortage of athleticism.
Payton dishes to Gibson. Bucket is good. Gibson's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Bryant. Second chance shot. Here's Bonga, defended by Harkless. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Thomas Bryant is a problem on the offensive backboards. This guy's big and skilled, and you better box him out.
To the left wing. Out to Payton. And the pass to Harkless. Payton dishes to Barrett. To the inside. Gibson up top, defended by Bryant. And here comes the break. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
Outside, Beal. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Ntilikina. Robinson left side. Now, here's Bullock. Defense right on him. Back to Portis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Payton outside. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Beal. He's guarded closely. Ball stolen. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Ntilikina. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you love that Frank Ntilikina went up so strong for that. He puts the official in a position where he's got to get to the foul line. Nicely done.
Both shots good from the stripe.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
From about 19 feet, the shot by Beal, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Well, that takes tremendous body control from Frank Ntilikina. Even with a physical defensive player, he stays composed.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Knicks lead by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Knicks leading by 5. And New York looking at who they've got. Randle and Portis patrol the middle. Wayne Ellington is out there with Reggie Bullock. And it's Knox in at the 3, the small forward. Back to Ellington. Clock at 6. Knox the pass to Randle. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Really good patience from Kevin Knox, understanding how to deliver a pass on time and on target.
Here's Mahimi. Beal up top, fires, high post, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Washington making some changes. Mo Wagner comes in for Mahimi. And it's Brown in for Gary Payton. And that one misses.
And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle, selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early. But Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA. And that, to me, is where he can make his mark.
Out to the wing. The 3 from Bertans. They get the rebound. Wagner passes it to Smith. Oh, Beal in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
What a beautiful connection there. Beal showing off that.
And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
John Wall's checked in for Smith. And then for New York, Taj Gibson's checked in for Bobby Portis. R.J. Barrett comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Wayne Ellington. Barrett the pass to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Taj Gibson, a terrific athlete, easily gets off the floor to finish with authority.
It's Beal on the wing. Fires the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Gibson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Markless is checked in for Reggie Bullock. New York leading by 9. Now Payton. Randle kicks to Payton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Payton finds Barrett. Now Randle, 6 to shoot. Payton outside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Payton's got the lead up to 11 now for New York. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Wizards trail by 9. Here's Beal, and Gibson sends it down.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Payton looking it over. He dishes it to Gibson. Just 5 on the clock. Randle passes to Payton, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For the Wizards, this one's not looking good. Right side, Wall, and finish off by Bryant.
Well, a lot of Wall's passes end up on the highlight reel. He just makes it so easy for his guys to catch and finish.
Over in the corner, Randle. Barrett the pass to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Wall against Payton. Barrett dishes to Payton.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Barrett. He feeds it to Randle. Shoots over Hachimura. Misses off the left iron.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
It's stolen by Bryant. It's stolen by Randle. Barrett kicks to Randle. Goes back up. Bryant with the rebound.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Knicks ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home?
Hey, Kevin.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Christian Wood is out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at point. And for New York, Payton is out there with Barrett. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Randle in at the power forward. Now here's Rose. Kennard finds Rose. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin.
That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Barrett the pass to Harkless. Barrett against Kennard. And Gibson kicks to Harkless. Pass to Payton. Just 4 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, Randle does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Rose passes to Wood. At the tip. The pass to Kennard. They shoot again. Griffin attacking. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, Griffin is going to come to the game with a certain attitude. And nights like this where he's going after domination, he can be dangerous.
Payton dishes to Randle. Three-pointer. The shot by Harkless, no good. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Knicks with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Barrett kicks to Harkless. Some nice passing by New York here. Back to Barrett. It's hauled in by Wood.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4.
Oh, yikes. Look out below. About that finish. Oof. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Reggie Bullock comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Payton. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Mikhailuk is checked in. Knicks trail by 6. It's Randle with the drive. And Randle throws it down.
Yeah, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Griffin. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Randle throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
Griffin draws the double. To the wing right side. And again, it's the Pistons missing. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for New York. Trailing by 2. Sets up Randle. Kennard covering. That evens the score.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
Here's Mikhailuk. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Knicks have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Randle throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And then Griffin with the dunk.
And Blake Griffin, once again, an opportunity to show us his bounce, a dangerous player when he skies up for the alley-oop.
Here's Robinson, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Kennard for three. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ntilikina. Trying to get open is Randle. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shoots from the baseline. The putback. Robinson pulls it in. New York leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
RJ does such a nice job of just changing speeds out there. And when he does that and picks the right angle, he'll score.
Shot's good by Kennard.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Robinson left side. Ntilikina passes to Robinson. Barrett wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Barrett's got 5.
And Barrett had some time to focus there, and he made that one count.
Julius Randle getting it done for New York, willing his team to a successful quarter performance. He seemed... Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what...
I hate losing, but...
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least is an amateur grip.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got McCray. Doumbouya is out there with Maker. Then there's Brown. And it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Gibson in the post. Pass to Portis. Here's Knox. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, or Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And here we go. Fast break. Ellington's got the ball. Heaton. Shot's good by Gibson. Gibson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, I'm sure the scouting report had something like put a body on Taj Gibson. That time the defense did not.
And the dunk by Maker.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Plenty of space. And the Knicks good for 2.
Great long strides there from Kevin Knox, and a beautiful hoop gliding down the floor in transition.
Here's Doumbouya. Passes to Maker. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Galloway. Dishes it to Doumbouya. And Henson kicks to Brown. Pass to Galloway. The three. The offensive rebound.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And Knox taking lessons from the school of hard knocks on that play. Nice finish.
A different look for New York. Harkless is checked in for Gibson. Reggie Bullock comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Peyton.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
New York moving it around. The shot by Harkless, no good.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Offensive rebound.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Knox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Sign of maturation here is Knox showing ways in which he can draw fouls.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Bobby Portis. Detroit also making some changes. Christian Woods checked in for Henson. Blake Griffin comes in for Thon Maker. And it's Rose in for Brown.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
The Knicks making a switch here. Randle's checked in. Kennard, he's checked in for the Pistons.
There's some unique qualities to the play of Blake Griffin, a big with incredible handles and passing skills who can still throw it down.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing.
Wow, hammering it in!
Oh, that's nuts. Randle getting up there, turning a little bit, and putting on a bit of a show here.
Stolen by Robinson. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Randle. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And now it's a 12-point Knicks lead.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Griffin trying to get open. Snell, no good. This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. R.J. Barrett's checked in for New York. And Detroit with a change here, too. McRae's checked in for Derrick Rose. Here's McRae. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, all the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Harkless on the wing. To the middle. Robinson kicks to Bullock. New York, no good that time either. Pistons trail by 11. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. McRae, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so it's the New York Knicks. Look. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. A fantastic first quarter from Julius Randle. He had 14 points, 2. And
after a very lopsided first half, We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Taj Gibson is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then there's Payton. And it's Barrett at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Rose. That one misses. Randle with some nice D. New York leading by 13. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they? He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
Barrett dishes to Randle. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, at 6'9", Taj Gibson has the ability to get up there and throw it down.
Rose can't hit. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Bobby Portis is checked in for Gibson. Kevin Knox comes in for Randle. And Ellington is subbed in for Maurice Harkless. Knox misses. Pistons trail by 12. Doumbouya passes to Mikhailuk. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Payton left side. Portis kicks to Barrett. New York, no good that time either. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Here is Ellington. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Portis. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Back to Ellington. The pass to Barrett. Portis with it. Pass to Knox. Shot clock at 3. For 3, Ellington. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brown dishes to Galloway. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that part.
Tony Snell's checked in for Detroit. Rose comes in for Langston Galloway. Knox misses. Pistons trail by 7. Passes it to McCray. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. McCray has got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Well, that's exactly what you expect. Mitchell Robinson within 3 feet, that's 2 points.
Now here's Rose. Ellington defending. Maker kicks to Snell. Here's Rose. The putback, and Griffin stays with it. He's got 14.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Outside Robinson. Now the dish to Bullock. Here's Portis. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
So for the Knicks, Randle comes in for Bobby Portis, and Harkless is subbed in for Kevin Knox. And a switch here also for Detroit. Wood, he's checked in for Thonmaker. Pass to Wood. For the 3. Pistons keep it alive. And there's the pass to McCray. Off target with his 3. For New York, they have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. That one is off.
The team just cannot get into a groove from the free throw line. It's a common problem for them.
And he's good on the second.
It didn't take long for a lot of people to take notice just how dominant a defensive player Mitchell Robinson was going to be in this league.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Stolen. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. New York ahead, leading by 8. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pistons trail by 8. And Detroit looking at who they've got. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Luke Kennard out there with Rose. And it's Wood in at the 5. And Robinson throws it down hard.
One of the things that Robinson concentrates on is running the court, and it pays off.
And it's Rose penetrating Wood. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
New York moving the ball around. Harkless the pass to Bullock. Outside Robinson. And here's Randle. And he drops it in from the low post.
Randle is looking like tonight he's capable of taking on the whole offensive load.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Harkless kicks to Payton. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson, and Barrett subbed in for Maurice Harkless. And Randle throws it down.
Well, Randle can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
Oh, Griffin in position. Snell, the pass to Wood. Top of the key, Rose. He kicks it to Snell. Back to Rose. From deep. Snell, no good. New York leading by 11. And a fast break now for New York. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Snell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's the role they want for Rose, getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
There it finds Randle, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
And Barrett will give you these kind of flashes. He got up that time.
Here's Rose. Again, the Pistons good for 2. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Barrett the pass to Gibson. Back to Barrett. To the paint. Wood with the block. Kicks it to Rose. Here's Griffin. Lays it up and banks it in. 16 points for Blake Griffin.
And Griffin showing off some of his star quality in this game here tonight, capable of scoring from anywhere and hard to lock down when he gets this kind of confidence.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Harkless is checked in for Reggie Bullock. Both free throws good from Randle. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
3-pointer, Snell. And Harkless pulls it down. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
From deep. It's hauled in by Wood. Detroit with the ball. Pass to Kennard. Inside. Rose makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack. Fights his way through the contact.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Bobby Portis comes in for Randle. And Damian Dotson subbed in for Barrett.
Well, we've seen indications of Peyton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Harkless the pass to Portis. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. Good!
All right, step out of the way. Brandon Knight's taking over.
From deep 3-point range, misses the shot. So a close game sees New York take this one. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. We are near.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much.
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Wood out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. And for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Now here's Beal. From the stripe. They grab their own miss.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Rose. Pass to Griffin. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Even though Tony Snell is an efficient shooter, he's never finished a season scoring in double figures.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Wall. Following the basket by Blake Griffin. Outside for Beal. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, hits the 3-point bomb.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning. And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
Here's Snell. Oh, Griffin in position.
An underrated aspect of Griffin's game, his tremendous instincts on the glass.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Beal. Wood with the block. Wall wide open. No good on the 3. The Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. To the wing on the left. Wide open. Bonga, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Oh, Griffin in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Over to the left wing. Here's Bryant. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
In transition, here come the Wizards. Beal gets a wide open look. Kept alive by Washington. He doesn't hit that one. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Rose dishes to Griffin. In the corner, Kennard with it. Back to Griffin. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And again, Detroit turns it over.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Beal. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Beal's got 5.
can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Pass to Griffin. And here is Maker. Second chance shot. Griffin trying to get open, and it's Maker laying it in.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Beal from long range. Doumbouya pulls it in.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards. Gary Payton comes in for Beal, and then for Detroit. Henson's checked in for Thon Maker. Jordan McRae comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for Langston Galloway. Payton. And another miss by Washington. The Pistons have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And the jam by Doumbouya.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
Here's Brown. Banked in off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Smith, the pass to Wagner. Out to Smith. Jacks up a three. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Doumbouya gets a wide open look. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And we'll get things started in the second. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon
being yourself, being.
You know, Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. Two advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
On the floor for Detroit, they've got Doumbouya. McRae is out there with Brown. Then it's John Henson. And it's Mikhailuk in at the small forward spot. The Pistons shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he sinks the second. Smith with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Brown outside. From the high post. Rebound by the Pistons. Here's Mikhailuk. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by one. For three, Smith. It's rebounded by McRae. And, well, Detroit shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Down low. Henson in the post. He's defended by Wagner.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And it's Brown missing.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Here's Payton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Pistons leading. Brown outside. There's the pass to McRae. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now, Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
Pass to Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Inside, here's Smith. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Is he skinny? You bet. But Ish with enough strength to finish through contact.
Brown, good.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Kicks to Henson. Pass to McCray. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Smith with it, picked up by Brown. Payton surveying the floor. Back to Bertans. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bertans got his first points of the game.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Here's McCray. Washington with the rebound.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Wall passes to Beal. .40 seconds left in the first half of the game. To the middle. The Wizards need to get a shot off here, and they pick up 2.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
And finished off by Wood.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Beal.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Rose attacking, tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Wood's got his second bucket.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Wall. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. The first quarter was all about Blake Griffin. He had 8 points his first season in Detroit. And that does it for our halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Wizards. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the small forward. Wizards trail by 5. Outside Beal. Here's Bryant. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And Derrick Rose said when he first attempted to come back from his injuries, he was playing revenge basketball. Now he just seems so much more at ease.
Yeah, I agree, GA. I'll tell you, he still has that competitive spirit in him. Yes, check that off. I think now he's just happier to be able to play the basketball injury-free. And to see his teammates and the league respond when he had that 50-point game, people were really generally happy for Derrick Rose.
Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
And Detroit with another turnover here.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. He dishes it to Bryant. Outside, Beal. Over Kennard. Beal can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Griffin slams it in.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Passes it to Beal. Over Kennard. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Bradley Beal.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Griffin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Bradley Beal picks one up.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Akers checked in for Wood, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Rose.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Mo Wagner. And it's Ish Smith in for Hachimura. Wall attacking. And Makers sends it back.
Watching him protect the rim, you never guess Makers averaging less than 1 block a game for his career.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. There's Galloway, covered by Smith to the inside. Here's Kennard. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Kennard's got the lead up to 8 now for Detroit.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going.
Oh, what a play!
Watch it!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Wall passes to Bertens. Back to Wall. There's the dish to Mahimi, and he banks in the layup. Mahimi's got 4 this quarter.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
The shot by Mahimi, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that.
Oh!
Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we?
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I love the way Griffin Eye on the prize. Going after the rim is either going to dunk it or you're going to foul him.
And the Pistons making a change here. Rose is checked in. Wall draws the double. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And another miss by Washington.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to...
Whoa! I mean, that's a rugged play.
That one was big time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Wall's shot is good.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Blake Griffin was pointing his finger to throw it up way high, and he went got it and dunked it home.
Blake Griffin getting it done for Detroit. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the... And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Derrick Rose is out there with Kennard, and it's Wood in at the center, filling out the middle. "60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
Pistons leading by 11. Now, here's Kennard. Wood finds Rose, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Here's Snell. Now the pass to Wood. Back to Snell. 5 on the clock. Wood passes to Rose. From outside, off the mark. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Pass to Wall. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Pistons. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Wood. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And the Pistons lead by 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Beal from long range. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Rose against Wall. Wood kicks to Kennard. Wood passes to Snell. Pistons passing it around. Griffin looking around. Here's Griffin. It's stolen by Hachimura.
And you want to use the whole court, but you got to be careful with the long passes. Those are easier to pick off. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Blake Griffin.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
And here we go. Washington fast break. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Beal's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Rose. And he lays it straight in. And the Pistons lead by 6.
It's hard to try to stop D. Rose. When he's committed to scoring, get out of his way.
On the wing, Bryant. Trying to find Hachimura. Gets it to him. Outside, Beal. Over Griffin. Beal can't get it to go.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Outside, Wall. Here's Bryant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Rose passes to Wood. He gets that one.
Derrick Rose being aggressive off the pick and roll, doing a nice job of coming off screens and finding his teammates.
Here's Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And how about the conviction to his craft? Wall has trust that his ability will shine through in big moments.
Davis Bertans checks in for Hachimura. And that one falls for John Wall. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Rose fires the three. But he recovers it. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Rose. Another shot. Bertans grabs the board. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Beal can't get it to go. And here's Griffin. That's tipped. And oh, here we go. Wall, nobody back. Oh! That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish. In the moment he's got the rock, Wall goes turbo. Gets up court as fast as anyone.
I will put him in the category as a clutch player. Derrick Rose delivers again.
And so the Pistons take the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. City, amid all the hustle and bustle of the streets of Manhattan. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, they've got Taj Gibson. Payton is out there with Barrett. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Randle in at the 4. Barrett dishes to Randle. The layup missed.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
Yeah, it just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win. I mean, that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Both free throws good from Randle. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
Payton finds Harkless. New York moving it around. Here's Payton. Pass to Gibson. And here is Harkless. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Randle. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Let the big man eat. Give it to Randle there, and he's locked in on scoring.
Wall against Payton. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Back to Harkless. Out to the right wing. In the corner, Gibson with it. Randle down low. Defended by Bryant. Randle no good. The Wizards have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Beal from long range gets the three-pointer to fall.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Here's Gibson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And both free throws good from Gibson. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Bonga, the pass to Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
When Bryant attacks like that, he almost can't be stopped. Defense stays out of his way.
Randle right side. Payton finds Randle. Now here's Harkless. Now Randle. Passes it to Harkless. It's Barrett on the wing. 4 on the clock. It's stolen. Here's Beal. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Beal's got 5 points so far.
Such pure shooting from Beal. I mean, Beal is a knockdown scorer from these mid-range spots.
A pass to Wall. And Wall with the slam.
I love the chemistry Wall has with his teammates. He gets up on these alley-oops.
Payton kicks to Harkless. Back to Payton. The pass to Barrett. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. So it's the Wizards now. Following the miss by Julius Randle. In a wide open look for Hachimura. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Now, this is the confidence you love seeing from Hachimura, shooting without any hesitation. Nice.
Harkless finds Payton. Pass to Gibson. Back to Payton. Now Harkless. Pass to Payton. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bryant. Beal from long range. No good that time. And New York the other way now. Passes it to Gibson. Back to Randle. Out to Payton. Randle left side. And again, New York turns it over. Wizards leading by 5. The pass to Payton. Out left to the wing.
Get there.
Portis against Bertans. Here's Payton. Robinson with the block. Here's Knox. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Washington out in front, up by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
So on the floor for Washington, we've got Ish Smith. Mahinmi is out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Payton, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. New York moving the ball around. It's stolen by Smith. 3-on-3. Back to Brown to the left side wing. Now here's Bertans from downtown. And Mahinmi with the stuff.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
This is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
Brown the pass to Mahinmi. Kicks to Payton. Shot clock at 5. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Here's Bertans for 3. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Then you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
And here are the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Bullock kicks to Ntilikina. Pass to Robinson. Over Mahinmi. Rebound by the Wizards.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Bertans for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 10. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Pass to Smith. Up top, Brown. Stolen. And a fast break now for the Knicks. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Loves to push the pace. When the break is on, Ntilikina taking full advantage.
To the left wing. To the inside. Mahimi down low. Robinson on him. Brown outside. 5 to shoot.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Ntilikina passes to Robinson. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ntilikina's got 6 here in this quarter.
No question that Ntilikina is athletic. Love seeing him use it to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Now here is Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Brown the pass to Mahimi. Smith outside. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Knocked away. Stolen by Bullock. Pushing it up. Back to Portis. Shot from 12. Here's Robinson. The second chance effort. It's stolen by Mahimi. Smith scanning the floor. Robinson with the block. Ntilikina passes to Knox. To the middle. Bullock, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Wizards have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. The shot by Mahimi, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here is Robinson. Passes to Ntilikina. He kicks it to Robinson. Here's Bullock. The pass to Ntilikina. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even back. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of 1, they were able to end up. And that should.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
We've got Mo Harkless. R.J. Barrett is out there with Elfrid Payton. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Randle in at power forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Randle. Payton finds Harkless. 4 on the shot clock. Randle passes to Gibson. A beautiful reverse layup.
Nice assist. Randle keeping his eyes up, playing unselfish basketball.
Pass to Bonga. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Randle dishes to Payton. Randle left side. New York moving the ball around. Gibson passes to Randle. Back to Gibson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for New York. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Mo Wagner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Beal against Barrett. Goes up on the high post. Misses off the right iron.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Payton, kicks to Gibson. Back to Payton. Dishes it to Ellington. 6 on the shot clock. Randle down low. He's defended by Wagner. No good from Gibson. It's stolen by Randle. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. Beal gets a wide open look. The Wizards with another miss.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Here's Beal following the score by New York. And just miss after miss right now.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Randle right side. Ellington kicks to Randle. Out to Payton. Just 3 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. No good from Gibson. Wizards trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, at almost 7 feet, Wagner can really own the boards, grabs the rebound, and finishes the play strong.
Wall against Payton. Pass to Ellington. And here's Randle. Left side, Gibson. Back to Randle. Shoots over Beal. Shakes him. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 3.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Wall against Payton. Hachimura the pass to Wall. There's Beal with the 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Back to Barrett. Kicks it to Ellington. Left side, Gibson. He feeds it to Randle. Top the key, Ellington. Back to Randle. On the wing, Ellington. Shoots over Hachimura. Randle on the follow. Randle's got 8.
This is what makes Randle so special. His ferocity on the boards is admirable.
Outside, Beal. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Wizards working now with the new shot clock. For the tie. That doesn't go either for Beal. Ellington dishes to Randle. Back to Ellington. Got a piece of it. Wall with the steal. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. New York ahead. They lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at the Wizards. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Travis Berton's out there with Bryant, and it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Brown. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. Here's Beal. Bryant. It's good on the putback.
Oh, man, an aggressive player. Bryant makes things happen, putting in the second chance points.
New York moving the ball around. Barrett with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Here's Barrett. The dish to Robinson. Back to Barrett. Portis trying to free himself. And Barrett the bucket on the assist by Robinson.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Harkless on the wing. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That is his first foul of the game. Portis, the pass to Bullock. Beal against Robinson. 6 to shoot. And that's a foul, and it's called on Troy Brown. That is his first foul of the game. And New York making a change here. Knox is checked in. Robinson kicks to Harkless. Back to Robinson. Passes it to Knox. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Beal. No good. That would have tied it.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
So it's the Wizards now. The Knicks making the shot. Smith dishes to Bryant. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Knox. And that one drops for him. Now it's a 6-point New York lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Bullock passes to Knox. Bullock with it. In the corner, Knox with it. Feeds to Robinson. Makes it off the glass. Robinson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Payton comes in for Barrett. And a switcher also for Washington. Wall's checked in. Payton passes to Harkless. Back to Payton for 3. But they'll get another chance. The feed to Randle. And Randle throws it down.
What I love about Randle is the power he plays with. He's an absolute force inside.
Outside Beal, inside. And Bryant kicks to Bertans. And they get it. The Wizards with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Knicks. Barrett comes in for Reggie Bullock. Down low. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Beal.
And the awareness of Wall, a guy you can count on to find the open man.
Barrett kicks to Payton. Wall with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Wall is a crafty defender. Look, he loves getting his hands in the passing lanes. He's phenomenal at stealing the ball.
Left side, Gibson. Here's Harkless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Gibson kicks to Payton. Over Wall. And too long on the shot.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Bonga, the pass to Wall. Now Harkless. Beal pulls it in. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. So it's New York picking up the win. It was up for grabs. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Julius Randle. Barrett is out there with Elfrid Payton. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Gibson in at the 5. And for the Pistons, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Wood, and it's Rose in at the point. And Gibson sends it back.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket.
Here's Griffin. Randle grabs the board.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Gibson passes to Payton. Harkless kicks to Payton. Back to Harkless. Out to Payton. Some nice passing by New York here. Clock at 6. Barrett dishes to Gibson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And the technical free throw is good.
What you love about Taj Gibson is his leadership. This guy is an intelligent, ferocious competitor who plays his role to a T.
And Detroit has possession after the missed 3 from Elfrid Payton. Kennard with the ball. Now Payton defending, and the wide open shot from Rose. No good from outside. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's stolen by Rose. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Now here's Gibson. Barrett the pass to Randle. Payton outside. Pass to Gibson. And the layup is good. Gibson's got 5 now.
Boy, Taj Gibson unafraid in the face of contact. How tough is this guy?
And finished off by Wood.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Payton. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, keep your head up. Look for an opportunity to facilitate Julius Randle the delivery.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
Griffin with the steal. With the teardrop. And no good that time. The Knicks go the other way with it. Barrett dishes to Harkless. Gibson passes to Harkless. Back to Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. That puts them in the lead.
Well, you love the attitude of Derrick Rose. You want to play great defense? No problem. I can still finish.
Payton against Rose. Payton kicks to Gibson. Pass to Barrett. Here's Payton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Rose.
I think if you're very aggressive with Elfrid Payton, this guy is getting good at picking up these kinds of fouls.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Portis comes in for Julius Randle. Kevin Knox is checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Barrett. The Knicks with the lead. Back to Bullock. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Here's McKinley. Galloway with the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Robinson kicks to Portis. Stolen by Jumboya. And now the Pistons fast break. Poke loose. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. And the Pistons making a change here. McCray's checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Frank Ntilikina's checked in for Peyton. Over to the wing. On the pass to Ntilikina. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Robinson kicks to Ntilikina. 6 on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Brown.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's... Oh, look out! Wow. Strong finish.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Here's Ntilikina. Portis, the pass to Robinson. It's hauled in by Brown. Here's McCray. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. McCray has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Pistons on top. They're up by 3. Live from Little... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
We've got Brown. John Henson out there with Doumbouya. Then there's McCray. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And finished off by Brown.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Knicks now. Robinson passes to Portis. Stolen by Henson. And here we go. The Pistons fast break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Ntilikina passes to Portis. Robinson left side. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. New York needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Randle's checked in for New York. There it comes in for Reggie Bullock. Pistons leading by 5. There's Rose with the 3. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. To the inside. Here's Randle. And Griffin sends it back. Henson the pass to Kennard. And stolen by Ellington. Pass to Ntilikina. New York moving it around. To the middle. Griffin with the steal. Left side Rose. Out to the wing. Snell from outside. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback. Henson's got the lead up to 7 now for Detroit.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And finished off by Wood. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. With the fadeaway. Rebounded by the Pistons. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Griffin looking it over. And finished off by Griffin.
Well, anyone looking for highlights, because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
Gibson. That shot, no good. And it's Detroit the other way. Oh! That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Nice.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Barrett dishes to Gibson. Inside. Griffin with it. Now defended by Randle.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. To the paint. Here's Harkless to end the run. Good. Harkless has got his first points in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Down low. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Julius Randle picks one up.
And the strength from the big man. Griffin just refusing to quit and muscling it in. Wow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Gibson. Kevin Knox comes in for Randle. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Maurice Harkless. Here's Barrett. Out left of the wing. Payton outside. It's rebounded by McCray. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 19-6 run. And finished off by Brown.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Portis, the pass to Barrett. Chalk up 2 there.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And so Brown will bring it up for Detroit. Pass to McCray. Maker with the ball. Working on Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And New York making a change here. That one is no good. Bullock with it. To the middle. It's deflected. Stolen by Doumbouya. Here's McCray. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and all... And that'll do it for our halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. They've got Taj Gibson, Randle out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Payton, and it's Barrett at the 2 guard. Pistons leading by 17. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got the first field goal of the second half for the Pistons. Payton against Rose. Now here's Payton. Not a lot of room. No good that time.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Outside for Randle. Payton passes to Harkless. Back to Payton. Inside. New York moving the ball around. Hangs in the air, and it's laid in by Gibson. And it's 9 points for Taj Gibson.
Well, this is a real strength of Taj Gibson's game. Efficient low-post scoring. That's nicely done.
Wood. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And the Pistons lead by 19.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. To the wing on the left. 3-pointers. Snell. It's not going to go for him. So New York will take it the other way. Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
John Henson's checked in for Detroit. Langston Galloway comes in for Tony Snell. And then for New York, Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Kevin Knox comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Ntilikina in for Payton.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
Henson finds Kennard. Out to the wing. On its way from Rose for 2. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space. But he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Excellent instincts from R.J. Barrett right there. Finds the gap, drives with confidence.
Here's Rose. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Knox, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Left side Rose, and that one clearly a foul. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Moment here now for an injury report. Now for an update on Blake Griffin's injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Detroit gave us some status update. He's got a pinched nerve in his shoulder, basically a stinger, and he's lost all sense of motion in his arm.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Rose kicks to Wood, and stolen by Portis. Ahead. Here's Bullock. Rose with the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Pistons. Galloway with the bucket.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Ball stolen. Now Detroit moving it up. 2 points. That one goes. Galloway has got 4 points this quarter.
Just streaking in. Galloway making the most of that one.
Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Bullock dishes to Robinson. Stolen by Jumboya. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Galloway, the pass to Kennard. The three-pointer, no good. Knicks trail by 12. Ripped away. Here's Galloway. He's got 6. They get it again.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Knox, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, how about the athleticism of young Mr. Knox? Get up, sir.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court for the Pistons, McCray is out there with Brown. Then there's Maker. Then there's Griffin. And it's Mikhailuk in at the small forward. Portis, the pass to Bullock. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Knox. It's good on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 11.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
To the inside, Griffin with the steal. He's got a clear path.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. It's tipped. Here's Gibson. Rebound by the Pistons. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's McCray. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 4 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 15. Right side, Portis. New York moving it around. Passes it to Ellington. Now here's Gibson. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Payton outside. To the middle. Offensive rebound. And Gibson kicks to Harkless. Here's Payton. Second shot opportunity. Nice D from Rose. Detroit leading by 15. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. For New York, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Right side Gibson. There's the pass to Barrett. Outside Gibson. Payton outside. Back to Harkless. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. Kennard with the rebound. Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Rose finds Kennard. Back to Henson. Over Randle. The jump hook. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Knicks. Down by 15. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
And, well, Detroit shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And there's the feed to Henson. To the paint. Griffin kicks to Snell. Here's Rose. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Detroit.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Blake Griffin.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
And Henson sends it back. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Harkless. He's covered closely.
That's 2 things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Rose passes to Kennard. Outside Rose. Inside. Here's Henson. They get it back. Back to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up again. That shot misses. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. Some good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...